to my We Talk. My name is Saskia, and when I was little, I looked a bit like that. Well, I always wanted to find out what life's big secrets are. I always wanted to know what makes people happy and if there's a science behind that. That's why I guess I became a cultural scientist and an expert for positive psychology and the science of the good life, well-being science. Well, the first thing you need to know when it comes to well-being and happiness is that 50% of it is determined by your genes. So your parents decide if you are the type of person who thinks the glass is half full or if you are the type of person who thinks the glass is half empty. Another 10% of your well-being and happiness are determined by things that happen to you. So that can be good stuff, that can be bad stuff. It can be, well, that you're very healthy or not, or that you're rich or you're not, but it's not a lot that it's determined by the circumstances you live in. Because the rest, 40%, and that's a lot, is just determined by the way you learn to be happy and live a good life. So it's inside your brain. It's the way you behave. It's the way you think. It's the way you communicate, and it's the way you decide to live a good life. And that's a really, really cool thing. So if you put it into a symbol picture, it's like a cassette. Maybe some of you remember. When you are born, you get this cassette. And the whole A side is full of songs that your parents put on it. And these are good songs and bad songs. It's a good mixture. And then when you flip the cassette around, there are even more songs. The 10% circumstances. They are also important, but, well, there's a lot of empty space in your cassette. And you can fill it up with any music you like. So when you put your tape into your recorder of your life, and mix the soundtrack of your life, all you need is to push these 5 buttons. There are 5 of them, you know them. And every single one stands for an important part of your life. Well, what do I mean when I say that? It's not about data, it's not about science. Well, it is, but I don't want to go into that too deeply. I just want to show you what really counts. And that's the first button you push. It's the play button. The play button stands for the reason why you get up in the morning. It's all about motivation. Because a lot of our well-being is determined by things that motivate us, by things that get us out of bed in the morning, and all the stuff that gets you into flow. So the first thing you need to live a healthy, happy, and fulfilling life is to get up every day, kick some ass, repeat, and go on. Well, that's just a figure of speech, you know. But you really need to find out what motivates you the most and what comes from deep inside. The next button you need for a good life is the record button. The record button is like really, really, really important too. Because it stands for all the people that surround you and for everything you record inside your brain. So there is a very, very, very famous study which is called the Grant study. And it's been going on for more than 80 years now. And the researchers they try to find out what makes people like really, really confident, happy, and that they get a sense of a fulfilling life. And what they found out, well, you already know, is that the most important thing in life are other people. Are good relationships, are like really, really close connections to others, and the feeling that you belong, because that's like really important. Another way of saying this, like straight away to you, is that you become the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So please choose carefully who they are. And when you go through life and meet a lot of people, there's the third button that is like really, really important, and that's the pause button. Most of people tend to forget this pause button. I also do. And that's why most of the time when I get like really stressed, I have to go here together with my dog and just do the one thing that I want to tell you now. Because that's like really, really crucial for your mental health. You just have to go out and breathe. Like really, really deep inside, because breaks are like really, really important and you need to take them. I know it's not a secret, but I have science behind me and it's really true. The next, and also of course really important button you need to push is the rewind button. You also need it. It takes you back to times when you looked a bit like that and when life was like really colorful. You did a lot of crazy stuff and you just wanted to find out how the world works. Go back to these memories and find out what moved you when you were a child. Because things that moved you when you were little will also be important for you today. Maybe you just forgot what they were. Rewinding is all about memories. It's all about the good stuff that happened, and it's also about the stuff that was not so easy. Try to find out what got you through these times. Try to find out what was really important and what got you to the point today. That's rewinding. And then there's the last button. This one, I cannot really tell you something about it because it's in your future. It's all the stuff that will happen from now on and in the years that you are still living. So it's the forward button. And the only thing I want to tell you and I want to give an advice to you is what Morgan Freeman said. He's thinking about how do we change the world, and he says we just need to do one random act of kindness at a time. And that's what you really, really should do. Random acts of kindness lead you to stuff that really counts. It leads you to other people, it gets you connected, and it also gives you a perspective. So please, do stuff that matters. Care for yourself, and most important, care for others. Because that's what life is all about. There are a lot of difficult roads you have to take, but most of them lead to really beautiful destinations. And that's what I really wish you. So please push all the 5 buttons of your tape recorder one by one, and don't forget a single one. Use them all. Fill the soundtrack of your life. And if you want to know more about the science of well-being and positive psychology, don't hesitate to contact us. Don't hesitate to write us or visit us at social media. So this was the We Talk by me. And I really hope you enjoyed it. And I really like to hear from you very, very, very soon. Have a good day and bye from me.